Hello, Matt.
Hello,
It was
hello,
not
hello.
easy. You have a new haircut. You look very different. How are you
Yeah,
today?
I am really good, thank you. Just literally just come back from the festival, from the
Oh,
Medicine Festival. Feeling amazing, amazing atmosphere, amazing people. Like beautiful, 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 beautiful. I
good.
got some sun. I'm attaching my headphones now.
Okay.
And okay, one, two, three, one, two, three. Can you
Yeah,
hear me?
it's okay. Yeah, I can hear you.
It's amazing. Hello, 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 and welcome in PowerPass, your ticket to greatness. Every Monday, we are sharing our knowledge. We are sharing our skills, informations, and what we know about how to become an amazing, wonderful, and happy human being. So, with me is Hakiel. Hakiel, can you tell a couple of words about yourself? What do you do? What do you enjoy
Okay.
doing?
Yeah, so I work mainly with unconscious, and this means that I work with dreams. I work exactly also with the energetic field. So the conception of my work is always about the seven bodies and also about the emotions that can get stuck in there, the thoughts that can get stuck in there, even stuff that belongs to another lives. So this is always something that is the target of my work, even to clean the shadows, to clean the pains, to clean the traumas, exactly for then the person be more able to find the balance in herself. So I think this is the main idea.
Amazing. And you are the person to go to if you want to change your life. And I am
Yes.
and I am a hypnotherapist. I work with subconscious mind. I work with beliefs. I teach people which mental techniques you can use and how to change your own beliefs. And today we will be speaking exactly about beliefs and about how our beliefs are reflecting in our reality. So welcome people. Welcome Sebi and Anna Margalgado. Hello.
Yeah.
Hopefully I I said your name right. And Kahili Fiona One. Hello there. Hello all. If you have any kind of questions, please feel free to ask us. Please use chat and we'll be Sebi. Hello. And we'll be responding for your questions. And today, yeah,
Oh,
we are
yeah.
amazing. Uh, so I wanted to ask the first question. Do you know, guys, how many thoughts a day do we have?
This is a good question.
Hakil, do you know?
You don't stop, isn't it?
Yeah,
Even
the thoughts
when you are sleeping, you are creating stuff.
you are
So
creating, yeah.
yeah.
Approximately, cognitive scientists deduce that we have about 56 to 60, even 80,000 thoughts per day that are constantly flowing in our mind.
Hmm.
And why I am speaking about it? Because most of these thoughts are not conscious.
Hmm.
They are flowing in our subconscious mind, they are constantly being generated, and we don't notice what kind of opinions we are generating. We don't notice what kind of thoughts we are constantly streaming.
Hmm.
And what is happening? Our thoughts, they are influencing our own emotions. And our own emotions are influencing our own behavior. And our own behavior creates habit, and habit creates life. And so, by understanding this chain of command, let's say, we can understand that if we have a thought that we keep repeating in our head constantly and constantly and constantly, this thought is a belief
Hmm.
because we believe in something so strongly that it's playing on loop in our subconscious mind. Therefore, we have all kinds of beliefs. We have beliefs about obviously religion and what we believe in when we die, what is happening. We've got beliefs, spiritual beliefs, but we've got also beliefs about ourselves. We have believed that we are amazing, we are beautiful, or that we are introverted and afraid of people or afraid of birds. And also in the past, there is some kind of story that created this kind of belief. Maybe as children, we heard that, oh, you don't look on photos, you don't look good on photos. And so as a child, we created a belief, a thought that we believed in, and that's constantly playing in our subconscious mind that we don't look good on photos.
Mm-hmm.
And so all kinds of opinions, all kinds of thoughts, all kinds of lessons of learning that were heard from other people, that were also their beliefs, could be associated with our own life, with our own being. And so it is very important to start and become aware of our own beliefs,
Mm-hmm.
especially on a certain topic. We've got the four playgrounds in our life. We've got spirituality, we've got career, we've got health, and we've got romance, love. And so every of these aspects, we've got a bunch of beliefs that is gathered in one place. And so if you want to start a business and create your career, look into your own beliefs. What do you believe and think about business? Because some people might think that running business is difficult. That's a belief. Maybe there's a lot of people who want to cheat you. That's another
Mm-hmm.
belief. Maybe there is a lot of paperwork and you cannot do it or you're not able to do it. That's another belief.
You know,
So, yeah,
sorry,
tell me. Tell
sorry,
me.
because it came to my mind one thing that I believe that can be easier to understand, that the beliefs is it's like a program. Yeah,
Mhm,
it's a program that we have inside, and as you said, of course, sometimes we can understand them, but the most part of them we are not aware at all. And now that you were talking about a career and to create a business, there was an idea that came to me about a self belief that it's quite common regarding that. That
mhm,
is the one that is, can I break the cycle of poverty in my family?
mhm,
Because this is something that it's about a belief, especially, for example, if your background face some difficulties or some needs, you have a program inside that is playing a song about poverty
yeah,
and lack of something. So it's like you are far away of abundance and of creating stuff to bring to your life. And this is a kind of belief that the most part of us, we are not aware, because of course the thoughts that usually you are more aware are the ones that it's like, oh yes, I want to work more, I want to get more money, I want to get money to buy this or that. And actually the program that is running these targets, these goals, and of course it's creating your experience in life, your manifestation, is exactly that belief of poverty. So
yeah.
yeah, just a thought. Okay, carry on.
Yes, exactly. So it is very important to start becoming aware of our own beliefs.
Mm-hmm.
And by aware, I mean simply getting clarity on stuff that we believe in. And a very simple exercise is simply to sit down and write, what do I believe about business? What do I believe about money? What do I believe about relationship? What do I believe about love? What do I believe about health? About
Mm-hmm.
myself? Yes, and we will start getting clarity in our mind, and the thoughts that are very often repeated that are
Mm.
subconscious, they will be brought to our conscious part of the mind. And then when we will see what kind of beliefs we have, we are able to start altering them. I wanted to say another thing, also how our beliefs are influencing how we are relating to the reality. Because recently, not recently, it's about 10 years ago, but recently it's getting into public knowledge that we have a part of the brain. that is located in the stem of our brain that it's called reticular activating
Mm-hmm.
system. And the reticular activating system is a system which filters our senses. Because how we receive informations from the external world? We receive them through sensors in our body, through eyes, through nose, through ears, through taste, through touch. And so if we have a belief that we cannot see the blue color, for example, and our brain is constructed in such a way that it will be following our subconscious belief. It means that the reticular part of our brain will be filtering everything that goes against our belief.
Mm-hmm.
So if we believe that we are poor, we will be looking for evidence of our poverty. If we believe that we are unlucky, we will be looking for the evidence of our lack of luck, and therefore the reticular activating system won't allow us to see the opportunities, won't allow us to see the money, won't allow us to see more broader spectrum of reality. Hello, Tattoo. Nice that you're here. If you have any questions about what we are speaking about, let us know. Write us questions, and yeah, we'll respond. And so, in order to change our beliefs, we need to become aware of them. So, discover what we believe in on a certain topic, and then we can start choosing new beliefs, choosing something that we would like to believe in. And so I recommend strongly using affirmations. I recommend strongly using meditation. I recommend strongly using hypnosis and hypnotherapy because in this state of deep relaxation, we have deeper access to our subconscious mind. And it's way easier to save and generate new beliefs and take out the old beliefs that are not serving us anymore. Do you have any comments about it?
You know, one thing that when you were speaking about beliefs, I was thinking about another thing that the beliefs hide, because many times it's not just about this program that is playing in our background and is dictating our life, but many times these beliefs, they actually they are served to hide something that is convenient for us.
Mm-hmm,
And the advice that you were saying about, okay, stop a bit, try to relax to see what comes about beliefs. It's really a good tip, because many times, of course, you will start to understand that yes, you have this kind of program with this information because the thoughts repeat and over repeat, but also you have the chance exactly to explore the belief in the point that you start to understand something like, okay, yeah, this comes quite often, but it's exactly because I don't want to make another movement,
mm-hmm,
because the beliefs, they play in both ways. And this is something that when you start to uncover the part that is not just a belief, you start to understand exactly that are shadows in yourself that are more controlling your life than exactly your conscious mind.
mm-hmm.
And this is something that it's quite important to establish a difference.
Yeah, yeah, it's underlying. Hello,
Mm-hmm.
Meher. Hello, Paige. Nice to have you joining here. If you have any kind of questions about beliefs and how they are reflecting in our reality, or you want to say something, feel free to comment, to ask us some questions. So yeah, the beliefs are created by our ego, by our mind, by our personality in order to protect us, in order to adapt us to the adult life, to the physical world. And sometimes, and very often, they serve our protection. And so, if we hear something as a child, if to create some kind of belief, it's very often serving us to avoid pain or to help us to deal with any kind of situation that is happening. And maybe at the time, a certain belief was working, was helping us. But on the another time, it is starting to be destructive. So, for example, I had a client which was very often sick, ill, any kind of physical body ailment, from headaches to more serious problems,
Mm-hmm.
and she wanted to understand why it is happening like this in her life. And so during this session, we discovered that as a child, when she was sick, her mom was giving her attention.
Mm-hmm.
She had siblings, and the siblings were younger, and the siblings were getting more attention from the mom.
Mm-hmm.
And the girl, she was getting only attention when she was sick, when she was ill. So as a child, she created a belief that I receive attention when I am sick. So then on the subconscious mind created, okay, I need some attention from my husband, I need some attention from my
Mm-hmm.
children, I need some attention from my family. Bam, headache, throat ache, illness, back pain, whatever, simply only to receive the attention.
Mm-hmm.
So our beliefs are extremely powerful, and they are constantly playing on loop in our subconscious mind.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they are being triggered by some kinds of events, by some kind of needs. And it's really, really good to start being aware of what we are thinking about ourselves, what we are thinking about other people, what we are thinking about our work, our
Mm-hmm.
events, our business, our career, our health. Because the moment will start becoming aware of what we believe in, we can start changing it, shaping on our behalf, and then by changing our beliefs, we're changing our thinking. By changing our thinking, we're changing our habits, emotions, and habits. And then our life starts unfolding in totally different way,
Mm-hmm.
in a beautiful way, I hope. So yeah, if we choose positive beliefs. So some of the beliefs I would like to share with you guys is I am bliss, I am love, I am health, I deserve, I am enough, I am worthy. The basic general beliefs that create us and create from us and through us this beautiful, divine, blissful energy that we are all.
Mm-hmm. I think one good tip for people understand which kind of beliefs that they have is exactly also when they see themselves alone, what are the kind of thoughts that come?
Mm-hmm,
Okay, because imagine when we are with other people, we are quite distracted. We are talking about different things, so we are not looking exactly in our program, to our beliefs. And when you are alone, you really have a chance exactly to understand what kind of message you have in your unconscious. Because,
mm-hmm,
for example, imagine you are alone and the kind of thoughts that come to you with something like, I'm miserable,
mm,
I don't have nothing, or I'm not worthy even because I don't get this, or I don't have enough friends, who knows, okay? Or because I think also that actually um, maybe I have something that I don't deserve that makes me not deserve what I desire.
mm-hmm,
Okay, so these kind of thoughts are exactly a way of you understanding exactly which kind of belief you have hidden.
yeah,
Because look, one thing, if you start to understand that your speech, your inner speech, it's quite negative, it's because for sure you were very criticized in the past. So
mm-hmm,
it's like your beliefs are exactly saying to you that, okay, create a reality that you have things that the others can point you out,
Yes.
that the others can criticize you. And this is exactly the the bridge for you start to understand if, okay, is this a really belief, or is this a kind of excuse that I create to allow me to be in my comfort zone?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And because
You are you are very
it's
spot
tricky.
on. That's what I wanted to ask about. I faced recently a vision in which I was a really, really young child,
Mm-hmm,
and when I was passing through the city, really crowded city,
mm-hmm,
and as the young child, people were looking at me, and I
mm-hmm,
was turning my back to them. And then I understood I don't want to be recognized.
mm-hmm,
I don't want to be recognized. That belief came to me, and I was thinking, why I created as a child this kind of belief. And so it came to me not to be criticized,
mm-hmm,
not to be hurt, because as my personality traits can, if I am not conscious aware of it, if somebody criticizes me or my work, I can be really touched, really
mm-hmm,
hurt by it. Yeah. And so I had to work through it and understand that, okay, as a child, that was a system of self defense.
mm-hmm,
And in order to grow, in order to go beyond my comfort zone, I had to go beyond these old beliefs that I created that were
mm-hmm.
simply blocking me. So,
You
yeah.
know, you know that now you were saying this experience, and it came to me about exactly the story that I was mentioning about the comfort zone. Because look, one thing, when you don't want to be exposed or to be recognized, it's also about pride.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because look, and this was the reason, because was I was mentioning before the situation of, okay, there are beliefs running, yes, it's true, and they are beliefs, period, and there are beliefs that they are hiding the other part of you, and especially this kind, for example, of the pride, that it's natural because all of us, we have it. The only difficulty that we have is exactly how to use it well and in our favor, because the most part of us, or we think, oh, let me play the very humble person,
Mm.
because in this way people can appreciate me more. This is a mess, because when you want to play the humble one, actually you are being proud of yourself. It's like, I'm so humble, look at me.
Yeah.
Amazing. Appreciate me. And these are the kind of things that usually people don't like to face,
Hmm.
because when we talk about pride, has really a bad connotation.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like, who wants to be known by the pride? No one. Almost no one. Of course, some people, they will use it in their favor. But also, many times it escalates also a lot and then brings problems. And this is the thing. It's exactly understand what is not acceptable for me.
Hmm.
Because, for example, I'm going to give you another example. One thing that usually the most part of the people, they don't like to be called is nosy. Okay,
Hmm.
so everyone will try to put aside this nosy side. And in the reality, to be nosy, it's not so bad. Because when your nature is nosy, you can understand also that you are a very curious person.
Curious. Yeah.
And again, it's about the balance. So, what are the things that you keep hidden, okay, that are keeping you in a comfort to sustain a belief.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this was just a thought. So carry on.
Amazing. I wanted to say hi to Nuket and to G
Mm-hmm.
and to LRG constructors. Constructs.
Yes.
Okay, anyhow, welcome guys. And if you have any kind of questions, please feel free to write to ask, to share your ideas and insights about your beliefs. And how did you observe that the change of belief is changing the way that you behave and that you live? Because, oh, hello there. Because beliefs is what is creating us. We are what we believe in. We are the creators of our reality, and only our brain is able to decipher what is outside of us. We can close our eyes and we can touch, and our brain will still start to figuring out what we are touching.
Mm-hmm.
And we are the conscious beings who are receiving and interpreting this reality. So why wouldn't we look in our machinery that is interpreting this reality and start tweaking it on our behalf
Mm-hmm.
and start interpreting happiness, abundance, love, beauty, joyfulness, not only from the external world, but also from ourselves, for ourselves, and through ourselves.
Mm-hmm. Just also here one thought that happens quite often. That, for example, is about people that they have failed relationships. So when one fails, it's okay. When the second fails, all right. When the third fails, okay, there is something here. And at the fourth situation that fails, usually the person says, ha, all them are the same. All the men are the same, all the
Mm.
women are the same. So you have the differences. And this is a kind of information that you give to your system that also helps to build a belief.
Mhm.
And suddenly, and the problem of the beliefs is that you create this belief, okay? And then this belief will manifest in your reality.
Yes.
So then you will see another man that is doing the same, okay, or a woman that is doing the same. It doesn't matter. It's according with the information that you gave to yourself.
Confirmation, yeah.
Yes, because it's exactly about that word, confirmation. Then you make everything to confirm your belief.
Yes.
And this is the reason.
Reticular
Yeah,
activating system. Exactly.
exactly. And then you think that um, maybe I'm doing something wrong in my life. I don't know how to live easy, because one thing that many times I think is, and I'm a follower of different systems and maps, and something that it's quite curious is that all them they show you um, a kind of now I got distracted here with this message.
Don't get distracted. Don't get distracted.
But I got let me think what I was saying. The now I don't remember, but anyway, let me try to read the message. Okay, well, sometimes the fifth failed relationship, you need to realize that you were the problem. Yes, it's true, but again, it's what I was saying. It's about this information that you give yourself. So you created the problem in you.
Mhm.
And this is the thing, how you can then understand what is going on. So what kind of thoughts you created about it. And remember, after a breakup in a relationship, what usually people think? For sure, he or she is interested in someone else that is better than me, isn't it? So automatically you think that you are less than the other. So if you believe that you are less than the other, and if you are feeding this information to yourself, you are going always to feel that your life is less.
Hmm. Yeah, that's also um, a technique to deal with rejection.
Mm-hmm.
People who are very efficient in what they are doing and who achieved really great success, they learn how to deal with rejection.
Mm-hmm.
And so they are never thinking that they are less or there is someone better. They are explaining this stuff. Okay, I cannot cooperate with this company. I cannot be with this person. Our relationship is not matching. So the universe is sending me, and there's something even better for me. Or maybe they are passing through something that I am not the best person for them, and they need to pass through all this stuff. And
Mm-hmm.
I love myself and appreciate myself, and I choose to be even greater and better relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Because let's go back to the relationship. If we start repeating a certain cycle, it is that our ego created a imprint.
Mm-hmm.
We observe our dad, we observe our mom, and the next partner that we are finding will be behaving very, very similar to our parents because
Mm-hmm.
the imprint and the idea of what does it mean to be a man and what does it mean to be a woman, it is learned and it is being taught through our parents. So as an adult, we'll be looking for similar kind of relationships.
Mm-hmm.
And if
Yeah.
our parents, if our family had some kind of dysfunctional relationship or they weren't really going well or it wasn't a very
Mm-hmm.
loving relationship, we will be repeating the same patterns that we learned from our family. And yeah, always the problem is in us. Let's say problem, some
Mm-hmm.
kind of belief, some kind of idea or an imprint that we need to look at and start diffusing and reshuffling.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, it is everything is based on what we explain to ourselves and how we see and believe who we are and how amazing we are. That's the most
Mm-hmm.
important thing. We need to remember we are amazing.
I
That's
think
very, very important.
I think also because sometimes can be difficult to believe that we are amazing. Um, it's difficult because, of course, if you are feeding yourself for years, saying that you are less, that you are not worthy, and all this stuff, it's quite complicated. But one thing that I believe that it's quite good is exactly that people write down exactly their challenges and what came after.
Yeah.
Okay, because even the biggest challenges that we faced, they they took us exactly to our pathway. And now I remembered about what I was saying before. So about the maps, they show you your strengths, they show you your weaknesses, they show you your preferences, and even, for example, the information regarding your pathway. But none of them exactly, it says to you something like, okay, do the things in this way. And this is what makes the people struggle the most, because all of us, sometimes we look like a boat in the ocean, and we don't know how to make our boat goes. And
Swim.
many sorry.
Do we have oar that we can swim, or we are just left in this boat without any kind of direction?
Then you can decide what you want to do with the boat. Even you can
Yeah.
leave the boat. It depends of the choices that presents to you. But it's quite important that people also look into the patterns of their life, because even this is something that guides you for the idea that you are following a myth. Okay, all of us, we have our personal myth, and this is about the hero's journey. So what I'm talking now, it's for some people something very unclear, but if you are going to explore the myths, you will find that it's also about your life. And also, when you understand your myth, you can exactly understand how you can make the things better. So write down your story, write down your challenges, write down the things that obviously you consider that they were really bad for you. And
Mm-hmm.
these are exactly the clues for you start to understand that, even for example, if something bad happens, I can give my example. I know that for I create a big change in my life, and I say that is enough, usually I have to be in a big trouble. Okay,
Really?
but it's in a big trouble in a way. Let me try to put this in a way very clear. It's something like, it makes me feel so stuck, okay, that then the transmutation is coming,
Mm-hmm.
okay. Also, I could understand with my myth, for example, that there are things that I cannot run away from. So I
Mm-hmm.
know why they are there. And this is the thing, for you start to understand how to move with sharks in the water or not, because if you
Yeah.
want to put sharks in your water, it's fine for me. um, it's exactly to understand in your life the options that appear in front of you, and then which options you want to take.
Pursue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
write down exactly your challenges and where did they take you, because it's really important for you to understand exactly that you can be a hero, that after your failures you could find another kind of pathway, you could find another kind of solution, even if it was not a solution for the initial problem,
Mm-hmm.
but suddenly another road opened.
That's what happens when we get clarity.
Mm-hmm.
Because when the mind has clarity, we are connected also with our intuition. Somehow we have this inner knowing what to do, what's our next step, and what we need to face to get there. Okay, I feel very complete for today. Thank you all for joining,
Thank
and I
you.
would like to invite you all to sit down and think about this four area of your lives and ask yourself these questions. What do I believe love is? What do I believe money are? What do I believe my career or work is? What do I believe about my body? And see what kind of thoughts are
Mm-hmm.
being brought to the surface. And that way you will start becoming aware of your own beliefs and the area of life that you could work with.
Mm-hmm.
Bless you, Sebi. Thank you. And thank you all for joining us today. If you have any kind of questions, feel free to contact us. All the links will be in description of this movie. Our email is info.powerpass@gmail.com. And blessings all. Thank you.
Blessings. Bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you.